UTSA games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Aggies ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Roadrunners offense will get the football first. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy, and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty.
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Aggie! This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They get to the line quickly. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now they'll run it to the right here. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the afterburners. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Bean.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Blade. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Aggies are marching down the field. Using his legs, it's Blade. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Slithers into space. He has the first and still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him he'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Blade. Across the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with the...
Touchdown, Aggie! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, the running back has it. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes the catch. Tackled there by the defense.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, and let's see if they try to convert on 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. Pass to 50. He's at the 30. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That
first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Using the quick game.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that complete.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Roadrunners want to move quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll field the punt and take it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quarterback's got the first, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Texas A&M going quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab on the left. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. Touchdown, Aggie! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to this.
There he goes. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little
punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
He's going to throw deep right side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. The 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. He'll start this drive firing. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, it took a little momentum with him out of bounds. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the counter, finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's in goal. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Can't get him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Finds its way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right and going deep. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature, this is when Aggies go nuts. They go crazy because their offenses are fun, exciting.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Line getting set on second down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Trying to pick up a first down.